Yes, you can have that if you really want. It's already in your bag, cause you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Your thoughts create what you have, even if you didn't want it. Concentrate on the bad, then that's what you really want it. Focus on it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. I believe in attraction, bring into my life what I attracted. If I do not want it, I do the math and subtract it. From my thoughts, I don't think about things I don't want, cause you get what you think. A lesson I had to learn from getting what I don't want. Hearing lectures from my spirit is coming through as my thoughts. You should really pay attention because it is worth the cost. The concept is not a long shot, really more like a toss. This reality is flexible, bend into what you want. And your thoughts are the currency, spend it on what you want. You get to keep all the change and change your life with a thought. If that's what you really want, then think about what you want. Don't think about the obstacles, cause you could jump across. I understand that the pressure is something you can't avoid, and that monkey on your back is riding you like a horse. Just think about what you want, what you really, really want. Yes, you can have that if you really want. It's already in your bag, cause you really, really want it. Think about it, you have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Your thoughts create what you have, even if you didn't want it. Concentrate on the bad, then that's what you really want it. Focus on it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Easier said than done though, I know it ain't that simple, but practice makes perfect. Just get in the gym mode, meditate, elevate to see where you wanna go. You may not use it now, take it down as a mental note. I promise that it won't hurt, it could only help. Training your thoughts, you can do it all by yourself. Life's a one, play a game, you're playing all by yourself. And if your thoughts become reality, you created this for yourself. Imagine how you could excel, don't give it a try, you can't not fail. Taking your shot, just put the nail in the coffin. Now paying attention to your thoughts makes you a prophet. And you getting everything you want because you thought it. Feels like magic when things happen like you thought it. Nobody hates when miracles happen to them too often. You call it a blessing, I say it's what you really wanted. You can have anything if you really, really want it. Yes, you can have that if you really want it. It's already in your bag, cause you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Your thoughts create what you have, even if you didn't want it. Concentrate on the bad, then that's what you really want it. Focus on it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Yes, you can have that if you really want it. It's already in your bag, cause you really, really want it. Think about it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it. Your thoughts create what you have, even if you didn't want it. Concentrate on the bad, then that's what you really want it. Focus on it, you'll have what you really, really want. If you really, really want it, really, really want it.
Sheet of Bounty versus one sheet of the competitive brand. One sheet of Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
This one goes out to all the aspiring artists out there. The ones who make music in their mama closet, in the basement, even in the professional studio, but you don't hear your tracks everywhere. Just waiting to get on. Just listen. Learn something.
Yo, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute, let me get it. I'm winning this game, home run, hit independent. Did it all independent. Dropping tracks from a distance on your head, y'all. Better make your head nod. Waited for a while, now I'm like, hold up, wait a second. All of the mistakes that I made were just lessons. So now I can preach and reach all of my brethren who want to make an investment into your music. You're stepping into something that you better pay attention to. Gang, 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 you might say it and it sound cool, but when you in the industry, how many units can you move? They'll put you on the shelf collecting dust until you pay your dues. So hold up, wait, just give me a second before you cut this off, cause I ain't rapping about weapons on my chain drip. We've been in chains since the slave ship. Now all we talk about is how many whips you can get. All that I'm saying is, young brother, just sit and listen a bit. This is artist development. If you brush me off, you'll be where I've been, making songs about a big body Benz that you ain't never had. You better off making songs that'll make your mama glad. Instead, she talking about cut it out. I don't wanna hear it at all. But when you making music from your heart, that problem solved. Hold up, wait just a minute. How could I tell you all of this if I ain't did it? Just think of me as a prophet, giving you a prediction that it's hard to get fame. even harder once you get it. We often fantasize because we handle what's envisioned. I just say define success for you and go the distance. Hold up, wait, pause, are you serious? I really don't want to be famous, not even curious. I'm just doing this now cause my knowledge need to be dropped. And what better way for you to learn while hearing the beat drop?
All my young people, don't get fooled by the trickery. Don't get fooled by the lies. Do it from your heart, do it for you. Build it, and they shall come.
Once upon a time, there was a little boy, his name didn't really matter.
What's up? Welcome to another episode of Expansion Pack. I'm your host, Dan F. Man. As you can see, we got the wrong thing on the screen, but it's okay. I'm about to switch that over for y'all right now. I hope y'all enjoyed that little bit of music that I just played for y'all. I like to hold on. I like to drop a little bit of musical on y'all every now and again. You know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and get our motivation in for the day. It's for my mic sound like it's not. Alright. Let me go ahead and get y'all motivation for the day. It's for our women out there. So let us go. Alright. Motivation for mothers. Let's see, moms. Give y'all some motivation today. Turn this mic down. There you go. We'll get this then. All right, let's go.
Let's have a chat. All right. So you feel like a failure. It's another day. Oh, another day with more chores, more laundry, more dishes, more screaming kids, more demands that you will never be able to fully achieve. And you are overwhelmed beyond comprehension. You cannot ever seem to catch up. You wake up just another day further behind on what you want to get done, or what you need to get done, or what your kids need from you, or what your spouse needs from you, and it's all too much. It's all impossible. You'll never be able to get it done, and you are defeated. So you get on YouTube, you need some motivation, you need some mommy motivation for this trying time in motherhood, right? If you're like me, you have 2 under 2, and it's 2 babies screaming all the time. Or maybe you're a mom with like 5 kids, or a bunch of teenagers, or 20 kids. I don't know what your situation is like, but I know one thing is true for all moms. Our job is basically impossible. Let's be real, it is impossible. We cannot possibly do all the things we think that we ought to do as moms, or we think that our job entails as moms. And so we get defeated. We sit down on the couch, we drink our coffee, and we just think, you know what? I'll just make it through today, and tomorrow I will rise stronger and I'll get the stuff done then. If I can just make it through today, get the minimal amount of work that I need to get done, and make it through until the weekend, I'll be okay. I just need to make it through. But you see, wake up. Get off your phone. This isn't just another normal average day. This is another crucial, all-important step. It's part of your story of motherhood, your story of being a mom. It may feel like no big deal. Turn on those cartoons and hope to float through the day. But those little days, the days that don't seem to mean much, are where the really important, underlying, cultured into everything we do, messages are communicated to our children about what's important, what matters, and the meaning of this all. It's the day-to-day, how we spend our lives, how we spend our days, that communicates not just to ourselves subconsciously what's important, but also to our children, to our spouses, what really matters to us, what's really important. They're watching and taking note, whether they realize they are or not. It's not so much random days on vacation or something that stick out in my memory when I think of my mom and the type of mom she was to me. It's the patterns of her life, the habits, the usuals. That's what forms my memories of my mom throughout my childhood. How she chose to sit and snuggle us even when she was exhausted and ready to go to bed herself. Or how she actually talked to me and my friends on our drives home or to and from school. It's the way she worked her bottom off for our family. Those are the things I'll remember forever about my mom, because that's what she did every single day. The things that I think of when I think of my mom are the things she does every single day that reveal what she cares about and what's important to her. The things that she did, not just on the days that I was watching, but just all the time. We need to get our own priorities right. What's actually important? What do most days look like? Is that what I want to communicate to my children is important? Very few people wake up ready to go, jumping out of bed, and ready to go love and serve other people more than they love and serve themselves. But that doesn't make it any less of a commandment. We are called or sent out, given the very life purpose to die to self and to give ourselves for the gospel, to be preached in our homes. And that, my friend, is what is most important. Not our body weight or the cleanliness of our homes or the Instagram presence we have. No, the chief purpose of mankind is to glorify God. And that's what we're called to do with our lives. Praise Him and glorify Him and preach His gospel, the good news of Jesus, with our lives. Visualize your highest purpose, the reason why you were created, the mom that you want to be, the mom that you are called to be, and start showing up as her.
Look at my girl done gave y'all all that motivation y'all need for the day to go and do everything.
I moved from Dallas.
Yeah,
You
that was
order
my
a
little
thing.
rap. Y'all seen me with the little rap. I hope that that was able to boost y'all mothers up for a little quick second. So today, it was good. Let me go back and like it. I don't want to stay on the motivation for too long because I like to get it and go. But that was actually really good. We might have to go back to her on another day. Bible Nerd Ministry. That's my girl. All right. So now today on Finding Our Way, we're estimating relief. Now, I chose that. I usually do the same thing when I'm choosing what we gonna talk about for today. Whatever it is. Oh, what's today? All right, that's what we talking about, and then I just go from there. So what I mean though is, let's take account of where our moments to like just are gonna come at, you know. I feel that in this day and age that a schedule is very, very important. I got some stuff now that I hear myself say that. I got some stuff that I need to go and tweak on my schedule as well. I put a little bit of stuff ahead of some other stuff, and then it takes some other stuff. So I need to go and I need to reevaluate, but it gives me a chance. Scheduling it out like that gives me a chance to look and say, hey, where is it that I can take just a couple seconds to not do, but to just be? And you know what I mean when I say that in today's time. When I say to not do and just be, you know exactly what I mean. It's one of those times where you just, nowadays we usually be looking at our phone when it's time to just be. You see what I'm saying? You may go and be like, all right, what do I have to do? And then that you call that just being, but I'm talking about, for me, those moments where I literally sit down and just sometimes I can't even handle it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I can't even handle it. It's overwhelming to just sit and you be like, oh, I want to go do this. I may want to go do that. But I realize that I am doing if I'm just being. I don't know. Let's see if this makes sense. If I can have somebody talk to us to make sense. Let's try it. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. Alright, this ain't what I'm looking for. Let's see what this short got. Live music. Hold on. I'm gonna go with the one that got 70 views. Let's see what's up.
Sunmade makes brightening the everyday moments easy.
Give us a nice little commercial.
Make every bite shine.
When every day feels the same, one man wants more.
I need an adventure.
So Ken goes to Expedia, the one place you go to go places.
My people right there. Look. Yeah, that's my girl right there. Hold on, go ahead.
Soft rain on my window, the night unfolds, a whisper of memories, the story retold. Every breath feels like yesterday's tune, still chasing the shadow of a silver moon.
Girl, go
You
ahead.
know you left behind still plays in my mind, like strings that ache, yet stay intertwined. Oh, the echoes of you, they keep me alive in the silence between every sigh. Your voice in the wind, my heart recognizes the echoes of you, the love that never dies. The candlelight flickers, time moves slow in the hush of the night. I feel your glow, each chord I strum, each word I say carries the warmth that never fades away. The strings hum low, the heart beats alive, love's vibration crossing time. I still feel you here beneath the sound, in every space where peace is found. Oh, the echoes of you, they dance in the air through the quiet moments we used to share. Your melody lingers, it colors the sky. The echoes of you will never die.
Yeah. What's up, Zanita67? I hope you have
Morning breaks through my open door, but the ache
a great day as well.
just like before. In the shimmer of dawn, your rhythm flows in the whispering chords. The memory grows. Let the strings breathe, let the silence sing. Every tone a feather, every word a wing. Your harmony wraps around my soul, a quiet fire I can't control. stay in the night, in the light. They won't fade away. Your voice in my heart, my eternal guide. The echoes of you, my love, my life. Still I play.
Give me a couple minutes.
In the stillness of blue.
Yo, the stuff I be finding, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Listen to me. The stuff I be finding.
With you.
Huh? I'm telling you. That was magnificent. Y'all give her a round of applause. Whoever this is, we gonna find. Don't try to switch the video.
To build.
So, what I typed in, let me get y'all. Just hold on. Give me a second. This mic. All right. So, I don't know, man. Hey, y'all gotta be careful when y'all putting these covers down. I'm breaking my shit. I can't wait to break this down and build it back up again. Coming soon. Coming real soon. Alright, anyway. What I typed in was silent resonance. And the reason I typed that in is because when you're silent, even though you ain't saying nothing, or you may even be in a quiet room, you're still resonating. Now I can't get my mic back to how I had it. Y'all, please give me a second. You see, you're resonating like this little buzz you hear in your ear. Jeez Louise. All right, I got it. Just don't move. Nobody move. Don't even blink. Anyway, so now, silent. Even though you're silent, you're still resonating, and that resonation, that you resonating, may sound like various different things. It may sound like, God, that song you heard last week that you just can't seem to get out of your head. Like, I can't get this little piece of whatever this is on my head, off of my head. There we go. So, you're still resonating. And that's important because you want to listen to that. You want to find out what is in the silence. I had a startling conclusion or revelation, if you want to call it that, that we just, the words that we using sometimes just ain't really getting the job done for your boy. It ain't getting you. I took a risk moving the mic, y'all. I know. It ain't getting the words ain't getting the job done for your boy no more. Like, they're not accurately describing. I got it. Accurately describing what I'm feeling inside. For example, when I look at the word invisible. Now, I ain't gonna get too far off track. I got y'all. When I look at the word invisible, just take it apart and it's like, what are we doing now? Now, I know what the definition is. It's, you can't see it. But there is visible, right? And then there's invisible. So is it just in me and is visible? What are we doing here, people? What are we doing here, people? And so you have to find something inside of that silence. Do you get what I'm saying? Because we all know that it's only silent for you at that moment in time. there's plenty of sound going on around. And inside of a silent moment, a still moment is, a lot. Let's just say that. So I typed in silent resonance, and this was a banging song. This song got 70 views. 70 views. So what we're going to do is, let's go over here to the channel. 4 subscribers and 70 views. Okay, well, look, let's listen to one more.
You want to file free?
We getting some relief from this. Now, remember, the topic is estimating relief. We want to kind of estimate where our relief is going to come from. And I started with saying that you're going to find it within that silence. And the silence it doesn't have to just be silence as in sound. Think of your life as being filled with static. Okay? And then the static is like an old TV, and it forms a picture into whatever it is you're doing or want to do, right? So let's just call that static the silence. The static moment is the silence. That's why people, I guess, apparently love white noise. And white noise to me sounds like ocean waves. It may sound like something else to you. It may sound like... But it is the silence. It's literally nothing there. There's no picture there. There's nothing there. So think of your life, like I said, the canvas part of it before you start doing anything or saying anything and putting anything on it as just that static from an old TV. But anyway, let's listen to another one of these real quick. Yeah, it was good. It was good. Oh my gosh.
I've been walking through the quiet of my shadows, trying to hold the pieces gently in my hands. Every heartbeat feels like echoes in a window, calling out for something I can finally understand. There's a softness in the distance when you're near me, like a whisper pulling color from the gray. And the world begins to open up so clearly. Every fear I carried slowly melts away. And I've been waiting just to breathe again, to find a moment I can fall into. 'Cause I don't want the noise to drown the truth inside of me. I just want the light to show me who I'm
Meant to be. Hey, listen. Now listen, wait. I'm a connoisseur of music. I absorb it. I love it. It's a fine wine to me, okay? And if you was following the story like I was following the story, I don't need to hear it 10 times. That moment right there was exactly what we've been talking about here. And I found it. Listen again.
'Cause I don't want the noise to drown the truth inside of me. I just want the light to show me who I'm meant to be. And every time your voice cuts through the dark, I finally see I'm not lost. I'm just learning how the lines
Oh! They're my people right there. Why? Yeah, y'all better get down.
There are nights when every star feels out of focus, and the silence tries to drag me to the floor, but your presence keeps my heart a little open, like a quiet promise I've been searching for. And I've been waiting just to breathe again, to find a moment I can fall into.
Right. Bring that saxophone back, baby. Yes. Dan, if you hearing them, boy, you better get right. Y'all better get right on them instruments.
Cause I don't want the noise to drown the truth inside of me. I just want the light to show me who I'm meant to be. And every time your voice cuts through the dark, I finally see. I'm not lost, I'm just learning how the light finds me. When the finds me.
Yo. For me to have found this by some just typing in and me talking, anybody can come to me and tell me, man, you ain't been talking, man. Well, we found a banging song, I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that. And them mug got 5 subscribers, no views. And it's amazing. I don't care who singing, who wrote it. I don't care. The message is excellent. It's immaculate. It says everything I want to hear. So I'm starting a new playlist for us on here on Expansion Pack. Do I already have this playlist? Let's make sure I ain't got it already. I think I saw it. Nope. I'm starting a new playlist right here. Music. We will try to find, we need to put this in the rotation. We will try to find one good song every single other day, other episode, maybe whatever we come up with, we will try to find one good song every time. Because this was amazing, just to say that I just was talking, staying on topic, and we were able to find a message in the rhythm of life. Let's just say the rhythm of life. We found a message within the rhythm of life that resonated exactly with what I wanted. Well, not I wanted, but what we were discussing here already. So, music of expansion. Hashtag expansion pack. Yeah. Go ahead. And you can't comment on that. All right, so that was amazing. I also want us to look at one more thing. I just want to see it real quick. Maybe it's to teach somebody something. Definitely going to teach me something.
Get him.
They're my people.
So, tuning forks, what are they? How do we use them?
That's all I want to see.
What's the uses or types? Now, both can be interchangeable in how they're used, but the biggest difference between some of the ones that you'll see here are ones that we have that don't include any kind of weights and ones that do. The ones that include the weights, these ones are generally manufactured for the purpose of pushing the vibration through the fork itself, so that the vibration itself can be felt more so than it can be heard. So what we'll often do, for example, with this fork here, it's tuned to 126.22 hertz, and this is for our solar plexus. So with a fork like this, after it's struck, we would place the base of the fork on the nodal point of the body. Now you'll notice that if I play this fork on its own close to the microphone, that it's very, very low in its frequency, but it's also very soft and subtle. Part of the way that the weights themselves will actually temper the frequency, by pushing it through the handle, we tend to hear less of that frequency response. If I use one of these forks that doesn't have the weights, these forks are generally meant to be heard more so than felt. Doesn't mean that you can't feel them. Doesn't mean that you can't use them nodally. You certainly can, but the weights are specifically designed so that as it pushes the vibration through the bass, we feel those vibrations more so than hear them. Now, when you're choosing an individual fork or a set of forks to add to your collection, you can always feel free to reach out to us, and we can help you to find the right forks for you. Take care. Make a joyous sound.
You heard me. 1 second, y'all. All right, so we gotta see the singing bowl too. We're gonna see the singing bowl too. Not yet. But so the reason behind the tuning, the tuning fork, is because when you sitting and first of all, we estimating where our relief is gonna come at. All right. Once you've estimated where the relief is gonna come at, like you're gonna get that rest moment. I want you to think differently in that rest moment so that you can avoid certain activities and embrace others now. Follow me. So in that moment, if it's supposed to be relief, you will find none in stress. Now, this advice, I want to say this before we go any further. All of these episodes is like a running log for me. And I just don't like to watch them now, but when I do watch them, they're like a running log. Like, Dan, do this, Dan, do that. So, yeah, I got 4 viewers watching right now. Yeah, I got some subscribers, followers, and all of that. But I'm doing this as a log. Day 100 star date, 2065 and 3 days and quarter of an hour. You know what I'm saying? So I can run that back for myself. Anyway, now, when you're looking and estimating where your relief is going to come from, you can't go and do something that's going to stress you and find relief. It's like pulling a rubber band and say, all right, well, I'm going to just hold it here. You stretching it. If you want the rubber band to maintain its elasticity, you have to release and let it relax. So what I mean is you have to look for activities that resonate with you in a way that gives you the relief, okay? And the only way to do that is to think of yourself as one walking, talking, consistently flowing frequency, okay? And sometimes that frequency get out of whack. You be like, break dance to the left and to the right. And you may want to flow more in a way that's fluid. I try to find the words. You gonna flow in a way that's fluid. You don't want to be all over the place. And just imagine a piano or a violin or anything that's out of tune. You can't play it. Now, to the trained ear, they sitting back like, there ain't no G, there ain't no F or G, he all off. But to the untrained ear, they like, oh my God, he's playing an instrument. Don't know a F from a G. You see what I'm saying? And that's kind of how we're living our life along the frequency lines. Now, follow me. We living like we don't know a F from a G. We just happy to breathe. Give me some money and eat. I ain't mean to rhyme. But that's where we at. And I say we, as in me, the me right now, and all the me's before. But the future me, hopefully after hearing this, or saying this, or watching this back, will not be like this. And what I mean is, to bring it home in conclusion on that point, is you want to study your frequency in a way that you can actually be tuned into the things that you want, not out of tune. What I mean is, if you trying to watch ABC and you on NBC, you ain't gonna make it. You gotta know the difference between CBS and NBC. That's just me being funny. But no, you have to know the difference between your different states of being. What I mean is, if we're playing a piano, the piano has keys and they're tuned to play that specific frequency. If you were to play a piano that's out of tune, it will play a frequency that is not the one that is desired. Straight up. So you would need a tuning fork to tune that string on that piano back to the frequency that it's supposed to be. Now, you can get a digital, you get an analog. But where is the tuning fork for your personal body or your personal being here on this planet? The only reference I can give you is thinking, the way that you think. And ironically, it's a start with a T. You have to give yourself little packets of know-how or information or wisdom that help to tune you to a different frequency. This is a bit of it right here. And now, to bring it home for you, if you're in a state of, if your frequency is off of you trying to get some rest, all right? I'm starting to find the words for it, and say it differently than the way I'm thinking it. I don't know why, but look, you trying to get some rest, right? But you doing everything that brings you stress. So imagine you're trying to be on this frequency and everything that you're doing is on this frequency. Well, it's creating a resonance, okay? If I can use my scientific terminology correctly to give you some life advice, when you got two frequencies that are at slightly different ranges, going at the same time, and I'm talking about audio. Let's say you play one tone that's at one frequency in your left ear and another tone that's at another frequency in your other ear. What it does is create a third tone from the two. And that third tone is proportionate to the two tones playing in your ear. So let's say you trying to go left and you looking right. You know how that's going to end up. Let me see. I'm trying to go left. Let me see. Look right. Bang! You're banging something. You can't see back there. You need to be oriented towards the direction you want to travel, or what you have to do is, to give you the life advice, you have to be resonating on the frequency, or at least thinking about the frequency or acting upon the frequency you want to achieve, and not tuning yourself to the frequency you don't want to achieve and trying to act on. You get what I'm saying. You're going to create that third resonance inside of you it's indecisive. can't make up its mind. They don't know what to do. And that's just the life, saying it in a life way. So maybe you can find some of these singing bowls, tuning forks for your personal life. It may come in the form of reading the scriptures. It may come in the form of praying. It may come in the form of meditation. It may come in the form of just walking your dog. You need aspects of your life that tune you to the frequency that you would love or like or would want to be on. Let's listen to the singing bowls.
What are they? What are they used for? And what's the difference between them? Welcome. It's Malcolm from Groove Warehouse here. Today we're going to take a look at these ancient instruments, and we're going to begin our journey into sound, into vibration, into meditation, and into healing. This is everything that you need to know about singing bowls. So, what are they? Singing bowls are idiophonic instruments that emit sustained tones, and we can generally use a mallet or a beater to strike or to rub the edge of the bowl to produce varying different types of sound. And of course, it's handy to remember that these instruments don't just produce tones, but in fact they emit frequencies. And your body...
They emit frequencies.
Being over 70% water, will always respond to various frequencies that are out in the air. And every cell in your body can feel these vibrations when particular bowls are used. Now, are all these bowls the same? Let's take a closer look, shall we? So the short answer is no. Generally, we divide bowls between two main types. Himalayan or Tibetan style singing bowls, which are typically made of a metal or a metal alloy, and crystal style bowls. When it comes to Tibetan or Himalayan style bowls, typically the main features that we see of these guys is that they're an alloy, so a mix of metals. These bowls are typically made by hand hammering a metal alloy into shape to both produce the shape and the pitch that it's going to actually sing in. Oftentimes with Himalayan or Tibetan style bowls, when they're struck, they'll actually emit multiple frequencies. And the way that we often perceive these frequencies, both in our ears and in our bodies, is what we would call a complex set of overtones.
That is the
where
best
we're hearing multiple
experience I've ever had in my life
of using bowls like these. In a generic way, we can think of Tibetan or Himalayan style bowls as typically giving us a kind of a deep sense of grounding as well. Now, on the other hand, we've got crystal style bowls. Crystal bowls are typically made from a composite quartz or from a pure quartz material. Crystal bowls typically emit a very clear, very cutting and a direct sound. And crystal bowls are often tuned to very specific pitches or very specific frequencies. Like with many other instruments, you'll often see crystal bowls tuned to the chakras of the body or indeed to celestial tunings like the Earth's rotation around the sun. It's handy to remember that there are both similarities and differences between these two varieties of bowls. Both varieties can certainly induce a deep state of meditation. Yes. They can both help to reduce stress. They can certainly both invite introspection. A generic way to remember the differences between them is that metal alloy style bowls typically invite a really complex overtone, whereas crystal style bowls often give us an expansive or a celestial type quality based on their very pure frequencies.
So, this right here is going inside the Music of Expansion Pack playlist because I need to understand what the effect is on my being by listening to anything, let alone some bullshit. I'm just playing. All right, so look, check this out. I want y'all to see one more thing. Check this out. Watch this. I want to see it.
Let's get some multiple ones. Yeah. All right. Ready?
Wave interference. Here you go.
1, 2.
Hold on. Got to put them on big screen. 3. Look at that. Hold on.
Some multiple ones, yeah. All right,
let's see.
Ready?
One more time.
1, 2,
I'm gonna give y'all a
3.
better example too. What they're doing is sending two waves at each other in the opposite direction. So hold on. Show y'all what it does. Today we look at the interference of sound. Let's see it in sound.
Two tuning forks. They're both the same exact frequency, 440 hertz. When I play them together,
you see that? Did you hear it? Let me play it again.
Two tuning forks. They're both the same exact frequency, 440 hertz. When I play them together, they harmonize. They're constructively interfering, amplifying the sound. Now, I'm going to put an inertial damper on one of these. It's going to change the frequency, so alone it sounds like this. Listen when I play them together. Do you hear that faint back up?
You see? Now I don't want to stress y'all head out if you riding or somewhere where the audio is up. You see what I'm saying? But did you hear it? You hear the wobble?
That's called a beat frequency. Constructive and destructive interference are happening, and so some places you get them adding together, and some places you get them subtracting. That's a different beat frequency. So as I change the frequency of this tuning fork, I can change the overall beat frequency.
Now you see it?
And the higher that I make this one, the higher the beat frequency. Physics is pretty fun. Two tuning forks. They're both the same exact frequency.
That's what you're doing in your life right now. When you go one way, but inside you may feel another. Make sense? You want to help your body to resonate with yourself. What I mean is, your body is yourself, and then yourself is yourself. You get where I'm going with that. And you want to... You don't want to... Cut that off. Cut it off. Cut it down. You feel me? Cut it down. I don't care who it is. Cut it down. I ain't trying to hear it no more. Now let me show y'all this in water.
Swiffer Power Mop has hundreds of strips to scrub away sticky messes, even from brow lines.
Alright. Now look, they doing it with the water now. Let me put it on the big screen. I think my computer just died. Ain't that? Yeah. Well, we was coming up on the end of expansion pack anyway. Is it not plugged? It's plugged in. All lights and whistles and bells is on. Oh, come on. Don't give me more. All right, y'all. I'm going to just call it a day. I'm going to just call it a day.
I played with that dude.
That's
Tim,
crazy.
With the mascot, Tim, I played with him.
Yeah, I saw it here first. Computer just powered down on me. What am I supposed to do with that? What am I supposed to do with that? And now it's back. Let me show y'all this thing with water real quick. There you go. You see the waves in between? That is awesome. Oh, the original double slit experiment. Let me see this. Let me see. All right, this is the last one. Then we can get out of here. Where's my video? Y'all are able to better estimate where you can get some relief at, because it may come from, like I said, you may just be walking in the grocery store. You may not necessarily be doing something that takes you to sit down and, I don't know. You could be doing anything. It's about the frequency. You get what I'm saying? Am I still connected to the internet? This early, isn't it? I still see everything else. Anyway, think about yourself as that tuning fork. You may be walking or you may be going through something and you're like, and you need to be. You just need to find something that is going to tune you back to that frequency. I'm going to find something that's going to tune me back to the frequency myself personally. Stop talking about your brother.
I'm not talking about Dan.
Oh, that's my guy. Oh my gosh. Can I connect to some internet, please? It say I'm not connected to the internet, but I'm not supposed to be able to control this computer. I'm not supposed to be able to control this computer without being on the internet. Like, I just turned the Wi-Fi off now. Anyway, I'm just trying to get y'all some music so y'all can head out. I can say my little GTA, and then go. So that wasn't funny. Y'all don't want to laugh in front of me. I know it be funny. Y'all want to go hide and laugh. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get a big enough arena and I'm going to perform so everybody that know me can hide in the back and laugh. Be like, that nigga really be funny like that at home too, y'all. He really be funny like that at home. And then the people who don't know me, they can just be like, couple of hecklers will come out. You know what I'm saying? Come out. Show a little love. Heckle me down. I can't get no music for the background. Come on, what are you doing, computer? Now that ain't even fair. That's not even fair. They cut it off. He talking too long. It's 55. It's 9:55. Cut it off. I told him to cut it off 4 minutes ago. Now, all right. Now, let me get y'all some music. Let me get y'all something. We gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna see y'all tomorrow. Healthy Mental Thursday. Make sure you... I'm killing the tally mark by your name every time it drops. All right. Healthy Mental Thursday. Y'all tune in, tap in, be back. I'ma holla at y'all. This is DGTA TV. Peace. I'ma walk away now.
I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. In my Everybody life. Say they hit the block hard. Can't be nothing but a G from the hood if you want you a black card. But that won't me. I was wondering about the stars. I left high school and didn't know my physical form. My mental picture wasn't formed by where my was going. I put the pencil to the pad to study how the reality form. School board type sitting in front of the class. Got good grades, understanding the task. Got older, changed my whole style up a bunch. Things I never did, I started to do them a bunch. Mistakes that I made like I weighed and it's starting to feel like a ton. My life, I only get one nothing under the sun. Can't be new if it's done. Truth is meant only for some. Learn that I became the one. First person view looking through my eyes at what I become. Win, 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 now I done won. Live, love, laugh, learn what to do. Wisdom serve like some soul food. I ain't been through what you've been through, but I've been through what I've been through. So this song just to tell you about my life. My life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't ain't been through none of it I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of it I've been through up in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through up in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. In my life. In my life. You ain't been through none of this I've been through in my life. I done worked so hard to get to define a life. You ain't on that type of time that I like.
If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and tune in with us tomorrow. Make sure you turn on the notifications. This is DGTA TV.
Nana went to the store.
I know.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform made for anyone with an idea.
You can do that, lady. Oh! No way! Look! Yo, I threw it in.
That's good, good.
Yo,
No, don't touch it.
like, skip through that lane, and then it landed right there. Perfect.
I swear they love me in this motherfucking rap.
Alright, time to get out the game.
For 9 years, making hits and all. I'm this generation's fucking beats for y'all. Making hits and building my career. And now I'm taking off. I know I ain't the only one. Yeah. Got a lot of hits, just hold me back.
Got the mic to the Lord.
Daily, cut my dreads and they ain't coming back. And now I rock the faded. Put my name right here on that check. And I'm like, fuck you, pay me. Now I ain't the only one. Yeah. I put me on, I put me on. DIY, I did this all from my home. I put me on, I put me on, I put me on. Now y'all about to see what we on. Keep your 2 cents.